Welcome back. Today we are going to understand to the Leetcode question. Okay, so today we have given the Leetcode question is 1312. Okay, so we will understand about 1312. The question is saying that we have to find the minimum insertion step, as you can see, to make a string palindrome. Right, we have to find the minimum insertion steps to make a string palindrome, and I'm sure that you know the palindrome, right? So if I'll talk about the integer, right? So 1 to 1 is a palindrome. Why? Because if we will reverse 1 to 1, again this will be equal to 1 to 1 only, right? Or if you'll talk about any string, so ABA is also a string, because after doing reverse you will find what the same string you will find, right? So this type of you can say data in the string, it is saying that this is a palindrome, right? String palindrome. Let's read the question. So given a string S, if one step you can insert in any character at any index of the string, so we have to return the minimum number of steps to make a palindrome. Correct? What I was saying that first of all we should always know about the palindrome. Now it is saying that in each step you can insert any character. In each step any character you can insert into at an index you can insert any character. Okay, now it is saying that minimum number of steps we can make a string palindrome. So we have to return how many steps will you take to insert a character per step, and it will become a palindrome. As you can see here, example, these are example. Okay, so a palindrome is one that reads some backward as well as forward. You can read like this one, or you can read like this one, right? Just like it is saying, as you know. So example one is exactly palindrome, because see, if we are going to read like this, right? So if you write /A /Z, right? If you are going to read /A /Z, right? So in the both direction, either you will read from this direction, or either you are going to read like this direction, you will read the same. Got it? Or either you can say after reversing this string you will find this one same, right? So if we'll talk about what the minimum steps, so no steps are required to make the palindrome, and that's why it required what 0. So if we'll talk about this is already a palindrome, as you can see, we do not need any insertion. Now we have what M B A D M, right? This is the string we have, right? So if you'll talk about if you want to make this a string palindrome, right, either two way you can make. Either this string will become what MBDADBM, right? Or it can become what MDBABDM. Why? Because see, we have MB, we have, right? It's fine. Then what we have ADM, right? But there is no D is there, right? So what you can do, you can insert here one element, that is what, that is our D, as you can see here. Then we have A, right? After D we do not have B, right? Because this string we don't have, right? Here this one, so we will insert at this position. So that's why we will get this one. Okay, and if we have what MB we have, right, and we want to add D, right? So we will get this one, right? At this position we'll add what D, and then before D we will add B, right? So you will get this one, right? So only two way we have to only two steps to approaches, right? So the first approach we have is dynamic program, right? We will use the dynamic programming using the recursive approach we'll follow, right? And we'll implement this one. Okay, so I think 2 or 3 days ago I have created the same type of equation, right, in which you can see, you can find the, you can say common, or you can say the longest common sequence, right? You can find, right? So for the finding the longest common length of the longest common, right, this formula, this way will remain same, right? So in that, what we have to do, let's understand. We have two string we have given, s1 and which is equal to s, let's suppose, right? So two string we have s1 which is equal to s and s2 which is the reverse of s. Okay, in our case, so means we have s1 and s2, and we want to find the longest common sequence between two string, right? So if the last character of the string under the consideration are the same, right, if both are same, the last character will be considered if the final common subsequence, right, it is saying. So we add recursively, calculate the length of the longest common sequence and form the removing the last character from both sides. And if the last character aren't the same, we search the LCS and remove the, means this is the thing, like how we'll add, how we'll remove, right? Those things we have given, but we have to perform a recursion. These ever things that it is saying that I'll tell you later. So to perform this recursion, we will use two variable m and n, right? And it will say that m is denoting first m characters from s1 and n from n characters from s2, right? Now what we have to understand is we have to take a recursive call. How? See, so the recursive relation become if s1 m minus 1 means total character, total index, index at last, let's suppose index as m minus 1 means we are talking about the last character. Okay, so in the string m minus 1 means last character equal to n minus 1 means both last characters are same, right? Last characters are matching, right? So what will happen, we have to say our answer will become 1 plus this one, right? What s1 s2 m minus 1 n minus 2, right? We are performing s1 and we are performing LCS, longest common sequence, subsequence you can say is we are finding using these two indexes m and n. So m minus 1 n minus 1 is the last index. Else what will happen, if it is last characters are not matching, right? It means what, we have to perform we have to find our answer based on what, which is maximum, either m or n minus 1 or either m minus 1 and n. Last time I already explained this one, right? So don't worry, no need to worry about this one. See, this is the same thing that I have explained there that time. Okay, so LCS we have, in which we are passing to a string s1 and s2 and m and n in the index, right? So if the characters are matching, the last character is matching, just you have to do what, 1 plus LCS m minus 1 n minus 1. Okay, and if it is not matching, it means what, we have to find the max between what, m minus 1 n and m n minus 1, right? As you can see, so only these two things we have to take care of, right? If it is, we are able to find, right? So we'll take what, m minus 1 n minus 1. But if it is not matching, right, so m minus 1 and n will be the index, and which one is max, right? Either this one is max or m or n minus 1 is max. So we'll find the LCS at this position, LCS and LCS at this position. Which one will max, that will come here. Okay, means if not equal, that it means we have to find max between this one, and this rule will further get applied. Again we will check if it is m minus 2 n minus 2 is less than, then we'll say 1 plus m minus 2 and n minus 2. If not, then we'll take the max between m minus 1 and n minus 2 and m minus 2 and n minus 1. Like this we will perform. Similarly we will perform all these places, right? The same thing we will perform. So this will become a recursive call for our program, right? So I think you got it. If you have any doubt, please ping me in the comment box. Let's understand here what we have given. First of all, we have given n we have given, right? We are going to take a recursive a string recursion reverse, right? So to do that, we'll take a reverse string, right? We have given this is the string. Now we are going to take a reverse string. So to do the reverse string, we will first put into a string builder and we'll do the reverse. So the reverse is the inbuilt function of the string builder, and after this, to convert into a string builder to a string, right, what we have to do, we have to make out to string method we will call, so that it will convert into the string reverse. After this, we will take a memo function, right? So this memo function, memo array will take the same size n+1 and n+1, means this is a matrix of this one, you can say like this. Okay, and for all I will go to all j, right? This is your I and this is your j, right? And we'll check if we will initialize actually -1 for all the value, right? Initially it have all value is -1, as you can see. Will perform like this. Okay, on the this is your memo. Okay, now we know that what we have entered, right? So what we will do first, we'll take n is our length, right? And from the length we'll do LCS s1. Let's suppose this is our s1, this is our s2, and we'll pass our index 1 and index 2, m and n. Okay, this is your s1, this we are s2, this is your m, and this is our n. Okay, and now what we'll do, we'll say this is our memo where we will store the value. So this function will create here, as you can see, right? And after this, we'll check if m and both are at 0, means it is empty, we will return 0. No need to find any steps, right? As you can see, the example was given, this one, right? This one, first example, this was the first example. If its characters are is matching, right? So in that case, no, if length are 0, index are 0, right? Both index are 0, we'll return this one. This is another case. Okay, next we'll do memo at m and n not equal to -1. In that case, what we will do, we'll return memo m and n index. If not, then what we'll do, we know that s1 dot character at m-1 and n-1. So in this case, we'll do 1 plus LCS of what, s1 s2 m-1 n-1, right? If it is not, means we will go to the otherwise, and we'll find the maximum of between m-1 and n and m and n-1, right? We'll take the same thing and just we'll take the maximum between this one and this one. Okay, which will come, that will store here, right? As you can see. So in this way, we'll get our we will get our LCS value from here, right? And we'll do n minus these steps, that will give you the steps, right? That will give you the output. Okay, so for the complexity thing, if we'll talk about the space, right? So if we have s length is n, we'll take O of n square, because we are taking memo and it will take O of n square, right? Similarly for the space, right, we are taking memo and it will consume O n square, and for the space and time complexity it remains same. So thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please hit subscribe this video, so that you will get more videos like this. Okay, thank you guys, thank you for watching this video.